Imagine walking into a 20,049-seat arena for the most anticipated matchup of the season, Caitlin Clark versus Paige Buchers, only to find Clark sidelined by a groin flare-up. That's exactly what happened when the Fever headed to Dallas fresh off a brutal loss to the Sparks. The Wings smelled blood.
He run away, baby! Fever down! Bow!
Man, I think it's the next step up mentality as far as players. Our shifts keep changing. Everybody doing a different role, and so I think we all got the mentality where you give and you sacrifice, and I think that's what y'all see.
Yet by the end of an unforgettable night, Indiana walked out with a 94-86 win. And Aliyah Boston's 6-word post-game line, "Every game is a home game."
I think for us, it's about knowing that basketball is a game of runs, and they made their run that third quarter, and honestly, just continue to stay composed and take it each possession at a time is something that we've been working on, and so for us, that was our focus, is get a stop, go down and score, get another stop, and we try to get a kill.
Perfectly captured why this victory meant everything. Just 24 hours after being dismantled 102-78 by the Sparks, the Fever faced yet another crisis. Caitlin Clark's groin injury flared up during shoot-around, ruling out their leading scorer and playmaker. Indiana's offense, already exposed for its sluggish ball movement and predictable half-court sets without Clark, looked lifeless against Los Angeles, surrendering 28 points off turnovers and converting just 42% of its shots. Suddenly, the most hyped rivalry in years, Clark versus Paige Buchers, was in jeopardy. Thousands of fans had purchased tickets to witness that duel, only to learn the main attraction wouldn't take the floor. Headlines shifted overnight from Clash of the Number 1 picks to Fever's fate in doubt. In the locker room, Coach Stephanie White confronted her team with brutal honesty. There would be no quick fixes, no extra practices, only meticulous attention to detail.
Finding out this morning that we probably need to hold out again today. It really is a day-to-day thing, and I think for us, making sure that we're prioritizing her long-term health and wellness. It's anybody who's had some of these types of injuries understand that sometimes it's a process. She's a quick healer, and she's been doing everything that she can to get back on the floor. So, we just want to make sure that we're hypersensitive to the big picture.
She drilled in a simple mantra: one stop, one bucket, one possession at a time. Players had to overcome the disappointment, silence the noise, and execute the same principles that turned Clark's brilliance into wins all season. It was a make or break moment. Either the Fever would implode, or they'd discover their true resilience. Dallas seized the moment. Recognizing the buzz around a potential Clark-Buchers showdown, the Wings moved tip-off from the 7,000-seat College Park Center to the 20,000-seat American Airlines Center. Within days, tickets vanished. Die-hard supporters and curious fans alike snapped up seats, expecting a lopsided affair in Dallas's favor. On game night, the arena crackled with anticipation. Giant digital banners teased the Battle of the Number 1 picks. Foam fingers and clackers echoed through the stands, and the sea of teal and red Fever jerseys among the predominantly blue crowd spoke volumes. When 20,049 fans filed in, smashing the previous Texas women's basketball attendance mark, the message was clear. This matchup had transcended a single player's presence. The hype wasn't just about Clark or Buchers, it was proof that women's basketball has cultivated its own blockbuster following. With Caitlin Clark sidelined, Coach Stephanie White didn't just shuffle the bench, she overhauled the starting five. For the first time this season, rookie guard Aari McDonald earned the green light to open the game. This wasn't a ceremonial nod. McDonald had impressed in practice with relentless full-court pressure and pick-and-roll instincts that caught scouts off guard.
Charles can't finish.
Gotta finish that.
Oh, beautiful pass. McDonald counted in one.
They're right.
When the opener tipped, Indiana rolled out McDonald alongside Kelsey Mitchell on the wing, Aliyah Boston in the post, Natasha Howard at power forward, and Lexi Hull handling off-guard duties. On paper, Dallas's game plan, shut down Mitchell, clog the paint against Boston, seemed airtight. But McDonald's lightning-quick first step and fearless drives immediately threw the Wings' defense into disarray. Screens that had baffled other guards suddenly waved McDonald into open lanes, forcing help defenders to rotate and leaving shooters like Hull and Howard unmarked.
Can't finish.
As a big, you gotta lean in. You can't be falling away.
McDonald has been outstanding.
Rather than slow the tempo, Indiana pushed the pace. Every rebound became a fast break opportunity. Every turnover a chance to sprint coast to coast. By the end of the first quarter, McDonald's debut/line, 8 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals in just 10 minutes validated White's gamble. The lineups Dallas had meticulously prepared for were irrelevant. The Fever's revamped unit had its own agenda, one built on speed, spacing, and the belief that no single absence could derail their collective identity. From the very first whistle, Indiana seized control. Ari McDonald exploded off the line, weaving through traffic to finish with 2 acrobatic layups and forcing early rotations. Kelsey Mitchell capitalized on those defensive breaks, hitting step-back mid-ranges and drilling back-to-back corner threes that left Dallas scrambling. Aliyah Boston, unleashed in the high post, backed defenders down for power hooks and crashed the glass relentlessly, hauling in 3 offensive rebounds that led directly to second-chance points. Natasha Howard anchored the defense with 2 quick blocks and a chase-down steal that ignited a transition dunk, while Lexi Hull moved off ball with precision, knocking down a catch-and-shoot triple on the break. In just over 6 minutes, the Fever ripped off their first 7 shots, jumpers, layups, and triples in perfect rhythm, fueling a 33-13 advantage. The arena, once buzzing with anticipation, fell into stunned silence as Indiana's cohesive attack and high-octane defense revealed a team operating with unshakable confidence. Just when the blowout was looming, the Wings shifted gears. Paige Buchers erupted in the second quarter, scoring 10 of Dallas's next 14 points, driving baseline for a contested floater, threading a bullet pass to a cutting wing for a lay-in, and drilling a mid-range jumper over Natasha Howard. By halftime, she was sitting on 17 points, 5 assists, and 0 turnovers, cutting Indiana's lead to 45-38. The third quarter saw Dallas feed off that momentum. Indiana's shot chart went cold, just 38% from the field, and uncharacteristic miscues piled up, including 3 straight turnovers that led directly to fast break buckets. The Wings capitalized with a 12-2 run, drawing within 4 and threatening to erase the Fever's early cushion. As Dallas closed in, Kelsey Mitchell turned on the Jets. She scored 32 points on 11 of 17 shooting, knocking down a pair of step-back threes, weaving through double teams for mid-range floaters, and attacking closeouts with a crossover drive for a layup. More than just scoring, she racked up 7 assists, perfectly threading skip passes to open shooters and hitting cutters for easy finishes. Late in the third, with the Wings within 2, Mitchell rose for a contested 3 that splashed through the net, arresting Dallas's momentum and restoring Indiana's edge. Inside, Aliyah Boston dominated both ends of the floor. She finished with 21 points on 9 of 14 shooting, utilizing her size to seal off defenders and convert turnaround jumpers. Boston hauled in 14 rebounds, 6 on the offensive glass, turning potential Dallas possessions into fresh Indiana opportunities. Her dives for loose balls and one-arm tip-ins kept the chain of possessions alive, igniting a fast break layup that extended the lead to 6 early in the fourth. Every time the Wings threatened to rally, Boston's presence in the paint and Mitchell's perimeter strikes combined to pull the Fever clear and seal the comeback win.